This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, starting at verse 16. It reads, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Matthew, chapter 10, starting at verse 5. "These 12 Yahushua sent forth, and command them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Sha'ai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Sha'ai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Sha'ai. All praises to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Sha'ai. Alright? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Sha'ai, the Lord is putting the spirit on me to make this lesson. And it's really to do with wisdom. Wisdom is something that we don't just read about, but we have to apply it in our day-to-day lives. It's very important that we use wisdom in order to move. Not just reading the Bible, but applying the Bible, applying the word. These stories in the scriptures were written for our learning. So going back to Matthew chapter 10, starting at verse 5, it says, "These 12 Yahushua sent forth." Keep in mind, Yahushua is sending his 12 disciples, which later on evolved into apostles, and commanded them. So this is a commandment. The Most High, Yahushua commanded his 12 apostles, saying, "Go not into the way of the Gentiles," meaning that don't deal with these heathen nations, these nations that the Lord ain't dealing with. "And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." You ain't meant to be going to people out there that have nothing to do with this ministry. Because at the end of the day, I realized one thing about this knowledge. A lot of people like to say stuff like, oh, the so-called white man is the devil and all this stuff. But the same one that you're cursing out and calling the devil is risking his life out there for you so that you don't get harmed by Palestinian protesters. You say he's the devil and all this stuff. They have families, daughters, but they're standing right there circling around you, risking their lives to stop you from being harmed. You see, and this is the reason why we have to be very careful on how we teach and how we comport ourselves, because we're not sent out here to address the nations. We're called out to warn our people. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Hispanics, you Native Americans, we're out there specifically called out to tell you your biblical nationality, tell you the name of your God and the name of his son, right? And also to educate our people and to let them know that salvation is at hand and evil times are coming, and the mark of the beast is coming, and many things are going to happen, and we're trying to get you equipped and warmed up and ready for the times to come. But when you have brothers that are not using wisdom, not using understanding, and putting themselves in situations where it can cause media press, this is not a wise war strategy to move in. Because we saw what happened in Chicago, when those brothers were tossing things and all this stuff going back and forth. And now we're seeing the same thing occur in London. So we're seeing a pattern, all right? And it's a lot of these games that are behaviorless. And I personally know some of the people, that do this, but I don't condone this kind of behavior. But anyways, this is all written for Bible prophecy because the Most High wants all this to happen. But we should use wisdom. We should make it hard for our enemies to blame us. Because remember, Hamashiach Yahushai, he was arrested by the temple soldiers. He wasn't arrested by the soldiers that were non-temple soldiers. And remember, even when Yahushai was arrested, it was someone who caused him to be arrested, Judas Iscariot. It wasn't like he put himself in a situation of being arrested. So anyways, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, starting at verse 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds." See, the weapons that we have, it's not carnal, it's not physical. This is a spiritual battle. We don't need to go to places where there's Palestinian protesters. We don't need to put ourselves in situations where, in danger. Now we know that the Lord is protecting us, but the Lord said, "Thou shalt not take his name in vain." We shouldn't just exploit the fact of the Lord's protection. We shouldn't take, we shouldn't take the piss out of the Lord protecting us. Because now this is on headlines. This is on Express.uk. National news. And we're seeing the police, which people say, "Oh, the white man's the devil. Oh, he's the devil." But look at him surrounding you, risking his life to protect you from being harmed and being attacked. They're literally risking their lives for you. And this is the reason why, this is not a good look. And this is brotherly love. It says, "A wise man will rebuke you and you will love him." Let me get it. "A wise man will rebuke you and you will love him." Alright, let me get it. Proverbs 9:6 says, "Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee." So if you reprove someone that's a scorner, they're going to hate you for making this video. They're going to hate you for correcting them. It says, "Rebuke a wise man and he will love you." Alright, if you're wise, you receive this rebuke and be like, "You know what? That wasn't a wise decision to make. Let me adjust my footsteps in the future so that I can improve on making better decisions." And this is how wisdom is used, by learning from your mistakes. Now, this is never going to be taken, this is not going to be removed. This is obviously staying here. But the point is that we're meant to use wisdom in our footsteps. And I don't, these other brothers, the one with the menorah and the other one with, I don't really know them. I haven't met them in my life. But one thing I will say is that this is not a wise decision. It says, "A police line separates members of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, right, and pro-Palestinian." And you can see this right here happening. Alright, and carrying on reading, it says, "At the London rally, the Metropolitan Police said officers made 29 arrests, including one terrorism charge over the display of place card which is said could be incite hatred." It says the police force had forewarned it would also monitor social media and facial recognition to spot criminal behaviors. So Now they have a system of facial recognition to where they have your face on their database, because these devils have databases where they can store your face. And since they have your face in a database storage, as soon as they write your name, they have all your details, all your information, and they have information that they could just pull up and say, "Ah, this guy was protesting racism." You see, it says the arrests were also for other racial motivated crimes, violence and assaulting a police officer, according to the Metropolitan Police. All right, this is lack of wisdom. Now, brothers that are in this gospel, all right, servants of Hamashiach Yahushai, um, just a form of advice: we shouldn't move in this spirit. We shouldn't move in this kind of energy. We shouldn't try to do anything that is going to catch media press. We're meant to be as wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We're meant to follow what Hamashiach Yahushai commanded us to do. And he commanded us not to go into the way of the Gentiles, not to go into the midst of the Arabs or the Chinese or the Japanese people or the Indian people. We were sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, Israelites that don't know their nationality, Israelites that don't know their identity, they don't know the name Yahweh, they don't know the name Yahweh Shai, they don't know that they're Israelites, they don't know their nationality. This is who we're sent to, and we're there to go out there and warn our people and to tell them, repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, so anyways, I didn't want to make this video too long. This is just a warning video that we shouldn't move in this kind of spirit. And as watchmen for Israel, we're meant to sound the alarm and blow the trumpet and let people know exactly what's going on. But anyways, I want to close out on that. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushai. See you on the next lesson. Shalom.